Good evening, everybody. This is Steve Fletcher with a Trumpet for My People. Today is August 30th, 2021. And in my message earlier today, I showed you information leading us to August 31st and September 7th, which is the Feast of Trumpets. And in that previous video, as I was talking about the sun flares that are coming towards Earth starting on today between August 30th and September 1st, I mentioned at the end of that message that there's another really big sign that I haven't even talked about in my videos, and that is the sign of the two cows that were born in 2014 with the number 7 on them. And so what I want to do is I want to go over some information with you guys and share with you what I think this could all mean as we are coming up upon the 7-year anniversary of this event that took place. Now, this event, if we want to take a look at this very carefully, is that the second cow, these two cows were born in September of 2014. Okay? One was in Pennsylvania, the other one was in Texas. They were born within 5 days of each other, and they both clearly have a number 7 marked on their forehead. Okay? Now, the most important thing about this is this connects us with the dream of Pharaoh when he had a dream of 7 good cows that mean 7 good years, and there's 7 ugly cows or 7 lean cows, and these represent 7 years of famine. Okay, so as we're looking at this information, we see that we have a 14-year timeline based on these two cows, and a 7-year timeline from 2014 to 2021, and another 7-year timeline from 2021 through 2028. Now, of course, Jesus said those days will be shortened, and I do believe that we are in the midst of the tribulation. We are seeing now the abomination being set up, and the timing of the Antichrist is upon us. And once he is revealed fully after the rapture of the church, then 3.5 years will remain. But this is still a 7-year sign, even though those days may be cut short. That is my interpretation of this. But let us take a look at the dates. Because if we look at the date of the second cow, okay, September 25th, we're going to see that September 25th, 2014 is the second day of Tishri. Now that is after sunset. So through sunset, from the 24th of September through the 25th of September, from sunset to sunset, it is the first of Tishri, which means it is exactly, not the second day, but exactly the first day of Trumpets. Okay, so this cow was born exactly on the day of Trumpets. Okay, this is a huge sign. But not only that, I mean, we have basically 5 days previous, right? Within a week, 2 cows born together, both with the number 7 on them. The second cow seals the deal, kind of. That's the way I see it. The second cow sealed the deal because 1, well, that's just odd, But 2, now you've got something going here. 2 cows with the number 7 on them. The second cow sealed the deal exactly on the Feast of Trumpets. Okay. Now, does this represent 7 good years from 2014 to 2021 and the 7 bad years from 2021 to 2028? As we mentioned to you, this is the representation of the dream of Pharaoh in the book of Genesis. When Joseph interpreted the dream, he understood, and Joseph was then put in charge of the storage of Egypt to manage this famine that was going to be coming. Okay. Well, let us take a look at the date of the Feast of Trumpets this year. Okay. On the Hebrew calendar is exactly what I had been mentioning to you earlier today. Is the Feast of Trumpets that is coming up on the 1st of Tishri, September 7th, 2021. Okay. This cow was born on September 25th, 2014. But we must remember that this is the Gregorian calendar. The important date here is not September 25th. The important date is the Feast of Trumpets. Okay? So that changes from year to year. So if we look at September 25th, 2014, which was actually the Feast of Trumpets, and we go forward 7 years, and we're going to look at the Feast of Trumpets in 2021, then that is going to put us at 7th of September on the Hebrew calendar. And this is the calendar that Israel follows. It's the calendar that determined when Israel was born. It's the calendar that determined the significance of the tetrad, the 4 blood moons in 2014 and 2015, that according to the Hebrew calendar, everything lined up with Passover tabernacles. Then we had the significance of Comet Ison, which landed on Hanukkah. That was according to the Hebrew calendar. We had the significance, most importantly, of the Revelation 12 sign. That was in the timing of the Feast of Trumpets on September 23rd, 2017. Okay? And so now we're coming up upon the 7-year marker. Okay? Some people take a look at this and say this is pointing to September 25th, 2014. I disagree. I think it points to September 7th, 2021. Okay? So I just wanted to share this information with you guys. This is something that has been kind of put aside. I don't see a lot of talk about this right now, but I wanted to bring this up to you, and I will leave links for you of information. And what I will actually do is share with you a clip. I'll share with you a clip now, and of Jonathan Cahn as he was speaking about this, and then I will leave links for you in the description box if you want to study more about this. So I pray you guys are all blessed. This is Steve Fletcher with a trumpet for my people, the sign of his coming revealed. And I wanted to make a quick, just to let you guys know why I'm here on this backup channel. And I've shared this in previous messages, but I was blocked off of YouTube for 7 days. I was blocked off of YouTube for 7 days. I shared this information, insider information, and you can read the title here. And this is information that came from insiders at the Department of Homeland Security. Okay, I shared this on YouTube and they removed the video. I was blocked for 7 days. That is why I have created a new backup channel, just in case this type of thing happens again. And so I'll leave the link for this video. This is a very important video that for some reason YouTube did not want shared. Okay, so you guys can check that out. And I'll leave all the links to my most recent videos. And then I will also share with you now the information about the 2 cows that were born in 2014. Okay, have a great night.
So what happened is that on this day in autumn, suddenly the Associated Press, not Christian, not prophecy. They send forth an image to America, and the image is of the cow with the number 7 on its head. That's the image that goes through the world. Now, just to set it up for those who don't, the biblical basis of this is this: that when God warned Egypt of the coming of 7 years of famine, the changing of seven again, Shemitah, 7 years of abundance to 7 years of famine, it's the Pharaoh who has the dream, and the dream is of the 7 cows and another 7 cows. And he sees them, and those cows, each cow represents a year. The first 7 represents years of prosperity. The second 7, the sickly, or in Hebrew, the evil cows, represent the years of famine. So every cow, this is the first biblical symbol given in the Bible of the warning of economic famine, collapse, is that of a cow. Every cow represents a year. And so the key turning point is the cow number 7. That's the last year. Not only that would represent the Shemitah, because it's the 7th year represents, but it also represents the turning point from a prosperity to famine. Okay, so you've got that all there. And then, so what happens? Now the Associated Press sends this image to America of cow number 7, the biblical imagery that God warned Egypt about, now coming to America. And what date is it released to America? It's released on September 25th, the opening day of the 7th year, the very opening day of the Shemitah. The symbol... The biblical symbol of the 7th year comes out on the opening day of the 7th year of this cow that they put, the secular press put it on the airwaves because they said this is so weird to have a cow born with the number 7. It was just born a few days before. By the way, its name was Benjamin. They called it Ben or Benjamin, which is actually linked to Joseph, Benjamin, And so this goes out. Now, I shared this last time I was here. So you've got that.
Now, it was announced, though, on the first day of
September 25th is the day the image went out. The opening
Shemitah.
day of the Shemitah, which was exactly half a year from this convergence.
But on the first day of the Shemitah year, the warning goes out of a cow with a 7. And what did the world interpret it as?
They just thought, hey, this is a real weird thing, and it's a sign that maybe they linked it to the Pittsburgh Steelers, something
Yes,
very
they
crazy,
did.
something like that.
They thought it was a sign that they were going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's how they.
So they named the cow after a football player.
Right.
Yeah.
That is a picture of America.
Wow.
We turn it all to pleasure and sports and fun or whatever.
And just like missing the harbingers, missing another sign right here. I mean, and so first of all, for a cow to have a number 7 to begin with, that's something. That's beyond. But then to have it on the day that the cow represents the 7th year. So you have, and that's not. It's the Shemitah. So here it goes out on that day. Now I come here, and this is all part of God's, I believe, working. I'm sharing it with you here last time, and then it turns out, and I only know this because I watched the show. So it turns out 2 farmers from Texas,
Yes.
Hep and Pam. Is that it?
That's
and
right.
they happened to, you happened to turn on the Jim Baker show within 20 seconds of me sharing this.
This is the man.
Yeah.
And so he said, well, we have a cow like that. We have a calf that was just born. And then he looked.
Yeah, and then what I saw here is that you looked at your records and you actually put the timing of the birth of the cow. And when you looked at the timing of the cow, it was born on September 25th, the same opening day of the Shemitah, the opening of the 7th year, same day. Not only is it enough to have a cow with the number 7, now there are 2 cows with the number 7, and both the same exact day. Hand of God.
Yes.
That it happened to be someone who's watching and part of the ministry, and
Right.
that's where it was shared.
That's right.
God did it so we wouldn't miss these things.
That's
What
Just
do
like
you
with
think?